And good afternoon, everyone. As we mentioned a few minutes ago, the 11 a.m. advisory is in. Tropical Storm Gordon remains as a tropical storm with 45-mile-per-hour winds. That center now making its way across the southeastern Gulf of Mexico, but still most of the heavy rain, the cloudiness, and the winds are on the northeastern side of that center. Now here is the storm tracker. This is the radar showing the rain right now moving in. Plenty of feeder bands impacting mostly Miami-Dade, Broward County, and Palm Beach. The heavy rain has been moving in since early this morning. We have a very strong feeder band right now making its way across Broward County as well as Miami-Dade, and this will remain non-stop at least for another 3 to 4 hours. The wind gusts have been as strong as 30 to 35, sometimes even 40 miles per hour. We want to go live now to Katrina Bush, who is reporting for us in Miami Beach to give us a better idea of what's taking place out there. Katrina?
Well, believe it or not, Phil, we've actually seen some people who are out here on South Beach looking to enjoy this weather, believe it or not. Now, you just missed a couple of minutes ago. We had a swimmer taking a dip here, but you can see just how strong these waves are crashing up onto South Beach right now. And the wind is what is really making it rough out here. I have to tell you, it's not the rain, it's the wind that's really making that rain smack you in the face and feel just a little bit sharper. And you're looking now towards Ocean Drive, and you can see just how strong those winds are with the palm trees. They're blowing directly straight towards Ocean Drive. I actually had to turn my back to the beach as we made our way onto the beach, just how strong the winds do feel out here. Sitting in the truck, even you can feel the truck just kind of swaying there as we got ready to come out here, and the winds have picked up over the morning. We did have a chance to talk to some folks who were hoping to finish out their holiday weekend strong out here in South Beach, but they've had to either cut it short or stay inside on their last day. You're going to hear from some of them coming up on 7 News at noon. But for now, that is the latest live from South Beach. Katrina Bush, Today in Florida.
Thank you, Katrina. As you've seen, a lot of heavy rainfall, some gusty winds, and the same can also be said for Broward County as all the rain is moving in there. We also have Brandon Byers, who's out in Hollywood Beach. And Brandon, what do you see out there as far as the rainfall moving in across your area?
Well, Phil, it's been steady really since about 7:45 or so this morning. It started light. The winds picked up, I'd say about 8:15 or so this morning. The winds really started to pick up. How often do you see this? This is the Broadwalk here, Hollywood Beach, on a Labor Day. Typically, you're lucky to find a piece of the sand out there. It is so crowded, these shops and restaurants, the little tiki huts, but forget it, not today, not with this tropical storm blowing in behind us. And you can see the chop. There's some heavy waves out here. People tend to be listening to the advisories, though. We've seen a few police cars. In fact, there's one pointed to the North Sea. The police cars are just cruising by, making sure people are staying in. It doesn't feel like a hurricane where everything is brought off the beach, all the umbrellas, the tables, and the chairs. When you get one of those, there's nothing out here. Here it is empty, and they have ask the folks to stay in their rooms until this blows over, but you don't get the sense that we did this time last year as Hurricane Irma was coming ashore. This is a steady breeze. There's been some rain. Haven't seen much flooding. We drove through the neighborhoods here in Hollywood a little bit. That's one of the areas really susceptible when we get 2 or 3 or 4 inches of rain in a morning or in an afternoon. Those streets start to see it pretty quickly, and there was some puddling, but the flooding wasn't happening just yet. So fingers crossed that these bands move quickly and we don't get the flooding that we're used to seeing, and not much damage is done as far as the wind goes. It's empty out here, Phil. People are heeding the advice and staying inside and just letting this one blow through.
All right, thank you very much. It was Brendan Byer reporting for us live from Hollywood Beach. Now, because the potential is still there for a lot of heavy rainfall, we do have a flood watch in place for Broward, Miami-Dade counties, basically for the entire area, highlighted in green until 11 p.m. tonight. So what is next for Gordon? It will continue to make its way into the Gulf of Mexico, possibly maybe even being on the verge of becoming a Category 1 storm by the time it reaches either Mississippi or Louisiana sometime Tuesday at 8 p.m. There are plenty of advisories in place there. So that is the area that will be looking out for the direct hit of a tropical storm in the days ahead. We'll have a lot more here regarding Tropical Storm Gordon starting first at noon.
This has been a 7 News Special Report.